So welcome in, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us for our big final Jama Jam closing showcase for our first year of jamming. Let me just present this PowerPoint to y'all. There you go. Should be able to see it. Delightful. You guys, this is our 1 year Jamiversary. This is crazy. We've been doing this for a year now. Super thankful for everybody who's been a part of making this possible. If you made something for the jam, if you've thought about making something for the jam, if you've made something and didn't submit it, thank you so much for being involved in Jama Jam. If you've given us themes, if you just yapped in the server, thank you for participating. You are a vital part of making this happen. This would not be a thing without the momentum and community support that it gets month after month from all of y'all. So thank you. Keeping that energy going, we highly recommend y'all to share the work that you've done. If you've done something for this jam, tag us on Instagram or Twitter at JamaJamMidwest, or use hashtag JamaJam to show off your stuff. So excited. So for this jam, for those who are unaware, we've got a throwback jam going on. You can do any one of our previous 12 themes, and you are also welcome to revise previous assets or combine some of these themes into a new thing. So without further ado, let's jump into what we got for this month. Starting off, Eli, if you're here, if you'd like to share anything about your thoughts and inspirations for this. Otherwise, I'll just
Sure.
read off the blurb.
I'm actually here today.
Huge.
Um, so this is basically the crab is based on a Amazon pen holder.
Very, very
Just being
good.
cute, and I feel like I did end up tracing the outline of that, but I did the colors freehand and I feel like I learned a lot doing that
Hell
along
yeah.
with the chef's hat. Um, I did also start work on like another one that was like a ghost crab, but I was kind of busy, so I didn't
Ooh.
finish that one.
Word. Was the chef's hat freehand as well?
The chef's hat was fully freehand, no tracing at all.
Nice. It looks lovely. Like the shading, and like you said, the color blocking looks really solid on it.
Yeah,
Very
I
good.
was really messing around a lot with the Asaprite like blob tool. I don't know what it's actually called.
I've tried that a little bit. I want to get more practice with it because it seems so fun to use.
Yeah, it's a little often a little awkward where I switch between that and like a size 3 pen.
Yeah, for sure. Kind of just
Hmm.
like mixing and matching. I love it. Turns out great.
There was
Yeah,
a second when you said it was based on an Amazon pen holder that I thought that was like a species of crab
that is
until
my
Really?
favorite.
I thought about it
The
for more than
Amazon
five
pen
I
seconds.
holder.
spent probably an hour trying to figure out what type of crab this was
Oh
before
my god.
being this isn't a real crab
This is
species.
this is just an approximation of a crab.
This
Yes.
is the Amazon pen holder.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's its own species of crab.
You've coined a new
Yeah.
species. What a special momentous occasion in Jama Jam history. Hell yeah. Next up. Oh joy, look at this. Branson Mariola with breakfast time. Branson, would you like to chime in? Hell
I didn't
yeah.
have a lot of time for jam, so I wanted to do just like one object based on one of the themes from the prior months. Cooking was the one I really wanted to do. I wanted to make a glass like Pyrex bowl. I made that. It didn't take any time at all, and I was like, "Well, I'll go harder. I'll make a whisk." And then that didn't take as much time as I thought it would, and then it just kept going and going and going, until eventually I was able to make this whole scene pretty low effort, which was awesome. I haven't really got a lot of chances to create anything this like I guess just diverse in a while. So it was nice to be able to just kind of make whatever I wanted. And yes, I am very aware that you do not use a rolling pin to make pancakes, but I
Well,
wanted
hey. I actually didn't clock that until just now. It just fit in so well. I just didn't even catch that. I was like, yeah, it's a kitchen. It's a warm, cozy breakfast morning. Rolling pin. That feels right.
It's part of the table decor.
Real, real,
yeah,
real, real. Part of the ambiance.
it's giving like 90s. I was the whole
Mm-hmm.
like inspiration was like 90s kitchen. Just
Mm-hmm.
like 90s kitchen at like 8 a.m.
I swear I played like a Disney like flash game that was like Mickey Mouse's like breakfast cafe thing. That was like this exact same vibe. I love
Don't tell everybody my secrets.
it. Getting
How did
doxxed
you
out here.
find the cafe?
I gotta see if I can find that game now. Oh, but yeah.
Are we talking about like an early 2000s? Like,
Yeah.
was it at his house and his like
Yeah, it was like a curved.
oven would like turn into different like ways to cook food?
Oh, I don't remember that well, unfortunately. I will definitely try and pull up pictures of it once we get through this because now it's like haunting the back of my brain. But
Good luck.
it was something like that. Yeah, we'll find it. Beautiful work as always, Branson. Very
Thank
lovely
you.
atmosphere you cultivated with this piece. The lighting, the set dressing, the props, everything just really comes together so nicely.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Hell yeah. Alright, let's see what we've got next. Oh, goodness heavens. It's me. Well, I revised my lamp submission that I was working on for November's Jama Jam, where the theme was glass. I really just wanted to fix up the colors and make the lampshade a part of an actual lamp. So I took a bit of quick time just like modeling out the lamp base and then throwing together like a metallic texture for it. Definitely scrambled a little bit near the end, but I'm thinking of maybe turning this into a little diorama as well with like a table or something. We'll have to see. But yeah. Now we're on to Solace's Ponder the Celestial Orb. Give it up for River. Hell yeah. Which is modified the render material created for a previous Jama Jam entry for Wizard to create a constellation / celestial particle effect to make it look like the particle effect is happening inside the orb. This is also my first time seeing most of these submissions. This looks incredible. This is gorgeous. The way the way the constellation just like slowly floats in. I love it. This is so fun. I want to ponder this orb for hours. Thank you so much, River. This is a delight. Hell yeah. Now we've got Ranger AJ here with our 4-element foods. I assume pulling from some cooking inspiration, perhaps some magic or some wizardry here. Got Nature's Bounty from the Earth District. Magma Clams with Flame Slugs from the Fire District. A Deep Ocean Tart from the Water District. And a Cumulus Dessert from the Air District. These look delicious. These look delightful and delectable. Big fan of this. Feels like a full 4-course meal. I love it. The Cumulus Dessert and like the little shape of it especially. It's giving a little bit of clown energy that I'm always here for. Love it. Thank you very much for submitting. Alrighty, we've got Scott here with a little star wizard. This guy's adorable, Scott. Do you have anything you'd like to share with the class?
Oh, hang on one sec. Thank you. Yeah, so honestly there wasn't much like inspiration behind this. It was just kind of like last minute, wanted to combine two themes from previous jams that I didn't get to participate in that I really liked, and made a little guy.
For sure. I love it.
But just messing around with more softer shapes in 3D was a nice change of pace, so
Did you
I like how it turned out.
Did you do any like sculpting with him, or was it mainly just like modeling it out chunky and then smoothing him out?
Exactly that, yeah.
Word.
Just smoothing it out.
Hell yeah. It looks adorable. Like the shape and composition of it is just so good. What did
Thank
you do
you.
for the background as well?
That was just some touch-ups in Photoshop that I did after the fact. Just masked that out
Nice.
and put in some star pattern there. Color
Cute.
corrected a bit.
Yeah.
But
it looks so delightful. I really, really love this little guy.
thank you.
Reminds me of like the Starfy games, if you know those.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gave me a little like blast to the past for a quick second there.
Mhm. It wouldn't be Jama Jam if somebody didn't make a little guy.
Real! Thank you for doing your part. Serving
Yeah.
your community.
Happy to do that.
Hell yeah. Alrighty. Next we've got Seb, or Worm Food, with Masks of the Entomancer. They opted to combine the past prompts of Mask, Wizards, and Bug. We've got 3 in here to create a collection of dark fantasy-inspired headwear for Magic users specializing in bugs. I fucking love these so much. The, like, again, just, like, the color palettes with these, the, like, way that you've accomplished texture with everything, especially, like, the top one and the middle one. Very big fan of that. And just the way that the colors are used to accomplish lighting as well as just, like, conveying some of those finer details. Like, even on the little, like, pincer mandibles of the far left one. So fun. Very big fan of it. I want to see these in a game immediately. Yeah. Delightful work. Thank you. Alright. We've got Trianol with a Yak Wizard. If you'd like to speak up for the class, tell us what inspired this for your little yak guy.
Yeah, so another server that I'm in does weekly draw piles, and during that I was just trying to think up enemy designs, because that's kind of one of my weak points, is coming up with enemy designs. But I drew this little yak wizard guy, and then just sort of fell in love with the design. And so once this Jama Jam rolled around, I checked the theme, and hey, look at that, wizard's there again. So
Hell yeah.
I had to roll with it and give this guy a little sprite for the game.
Yeah. Very fun. The animation that you've done for him is so fluid and smooth. I really love his warbles.
Thank you.
It's very nice.
Originally, it actually was a different animation, but I had received feedback from someone else that sort of pointed out that it like goes opposite of the direction that it should, since he's firing out the wind from his hands. And so I decided to change that back.
I see. Yeah.
I think more pull forward.
Yeah, I think the final version really conveys the feeling of like blasting wind very nicely. I'm
Yes, thank you.
excited to potentially see this in your game. Very fun. Thank you. Alrighty, Gavin Hefty with the Jama Jar. Holy crap.
Yeah, I built the Jama Jar. Just at the beginning, I was debating what to do, and one of the suggestions was like Jama Jam itself, and I was like, we have enough pictures of this guy. I can just make him. So
Hell yeah.
I made him. I'm gonna put Bones in him at some point, but not yet.
I'm very excited to see Bones in him. I want to see him doing just like the most egregious things. I want to see him hitting the gritty. I want to see him like giving a thumbs up and then doing a backflip or something. Oh, come on.
No gritty for the Jama Jar.
Or something. Okay, maybe not. We'll revise it. We'll have a staff meeting about it. Yeah,
Let
no,
me
he's
know what you
delightful.
decide.
Are his little cheeks, his little dimples, are those like extruded at all? Or are they like little 3D? It's kind of like bump outs.
So they were, but because of how the like outline shader works, it gave him like a horrifying evil look. So I removed them. So
Oh.
they're just part of his mouth texture now.
I see. And
Yeah.
is the plan for his mouth to like be able to deform so that it like opens and
Yeah,
closes?
well, my plan, I haven't done it yet. Technically, the mouth is just a shape that has been projected onto him, as are his eyes. But
Gotcha.
I'm just gonna have his main body have like a flipbook animation for the face, so he can do all sorts of weird animations easily.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of it. He looks delightful. He looks like he's going to give you a big old hug, or he's gonna fucking get you. I love it. Yeah, thank you very much. Alright. We've got Alan, or Lantanan, with Gateway Expanse, combining the themes of Celestial and Danger. Everybody buckle in and let's give this a listen. goes crazy. Oh, good heavens. Alan, if you're listening to this, you knocked it out of the goddamn park. This is phenomenal. Especially like that little intro sequence, like the little whooshes and just the layers of noise. So good, so fun. I want to like listen to this on loop for like a couple hours. It's so good. It's giving just like so much gravitas, so much drama. You really hit the nail on the head with the combo of celestial and danger as themes in the auditory realm. I love it. It's so good. Thank you for creating this, and thank you for sharing it with us. Oh, there we go. Cool. Oh, good heavens. Katie, I've done you so dirty. Well, this is Katie with her little creatures. What are they? Jamamons? This is embarrassing.
Yes, it is me. Name slash username.
Oh, goodness.
Here to present my project.
Well, hey. Okay, with your Jamamon?
Yeah.
Yes. Tell me about them. They're so cute.
Yeah, so I couldn't decide what to do. So at the last minute, I decided I was going to do everything. And everything included creating little baby monsters that represent all of the things that we've done so far in Jamma Jam. I only got around to two. Right now we have Celestial Star Wizard little guy and a jungle bug little guy. Um, they're sort of like Pokemon, but for Jamma Jam, they're just little baby monsters. So that was the baby part was like, well, if they're kids, then that's youth, and then if they're monsters, that's monster.
Real, real.
And
Oh,
we
this is
had
clever.
bug and yep. So
Yeah.
just like all of the themes. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do for danger. To represent the jam as a whole, I'm creating like a little slime jam creature that lives in a jar.
That's adorable.
Uh, and then I was gonna do like a crabby little cooking dude
Hell
for
yeah.
crab and cooking. Um, yeah, I didn't get to those, but
I mean, the fact
we
that you
have like a half
strove...
finished jar
Yeah.
in the bag.
The fact that you, like, aimed to do just, like, all of the themes is already crazy in general. Truly, truly insane. I like these two little guys are already so adorable and delightful. Like the texture that you do always looks so fun. I'm particularly a big fan of it with conveying the moss texture on the plant guy and the like celestial starburst pattern on the forehead. It's just like it's so good. It's so very fun.
Hello, Sam Baseman.
Hello, Lauren. Welcome to the Big
Oh,
Hi,
Jam
Lauren.
Showcase. You're joining in at just the right time. Check it out. Katie's Jam Monster. Going through everything. We're, I'd say, about halfway through, though my math may be a little bit off. But
oh, is this the ending?
this is the end and closing showcase, yes. So
Wow.
feel free to tune in, check in on that screen sharing that I'm doing, and you'll see all of the other wonderful submissions that people have turned in.
Ooh.
Jumping off from Katie's wonderful little guys, let's see what we got next. We got Jonathan Gilliland. John, feel free to share what your inspirations were for this delightful, lovely little grocery scene.
That's a me. So I just had the thought of a cooking wizard as soon as we kind of did this idea, and then it has not left my brain. It has tortured me at night. And then at 2:25 p.m. today, I sat down to do this. So, it's missing a lot of the stuff that I wanted to do, but I was like, what if I just make a little diorama with like this little cooking guy? He's got all this chef stuff and wizard stuff around. It's mostly missing a lot of the chef stuff. He's got a knife and some carrots and potatoes, and that's about it.
I mean, he's got a
So
cauldron.
he's gonna have a very sad soup, if I think is the plan.
Yeah, I suppose no liquid or broth is also going to make that tricky.
Ah, he's got magic. Maybe he can make water. You don't know.
Yeah, real,
But
real,
yeah,
real.
I just kind of threw it all together as quick as I could, and I'm pretty happy with how it turned out considering.
Yeah, Big fan of like the little background wall setup you've got going on there. Is that all like a
Thank you.
contiguous piece, or are those like individual bricks that you kind of extruded and placed along there?
It was one piece that I just went through and extruded a planes of because a smart person would use a texture with like normals and everything. I didn't have time for that, so I just did it the old-fashioned way.
Respect. I mean, it conveys, it works, it gets the job done. I love it. It's so good. And the texture on the open book is also just really fun. I think
Thank you.
it ties this together really nicely.
It is a bunch of doodles.
Hell yeah. As it should be. As any good recipe is. Thank you very much for sharing. And I think, John, you might actually be our last guy. So thank you very much, everybody who's participated and submitted to this jam. For anybody who's unfamiliar with how voting works, we're putting all these submissions into a poll ASAP, and we'll send it out and you'll be able to vote for each award category. Our award categories this jam are a little bit different. Normally we've got Best Use of Theme, Most Creative, and Best in Show. But for this jam, we're using modifiers, since there are so many themes to pick from. Our modifiers being combining two or more themes, revising a previous submission, or using the theme of jam or our mascot in your submission. So if you've used one of those, which I think pretty much everybody has, then you'll be eligible for our Best Use of Modifiers award, which we'll be giving out instead of the Best Use of Theme award. Voting will be open from the time the poll is posted until midnight tonight. So buckle up, get it in as soon as you can, and then awards will be announced tomorrow, and winners will receive a silly roll in the Discord, a little award plaque image, and, most importantly, bragging rights. Thank you all, everybody, for joining and participating. Be sure to join in for our next jam as well. The beginning of Jama Jam Year 2. Although I guess technically this is the beginning of Jama Jam Year 2? I don't know. September 6th to 8th. Same time frame, Friday to Sunday, 6 p.m. to 6 p.m. work time. Spread the word, tell your friends, and let's get everybody on the world jamming together. Thank you all again for joining. And I'll see y'all here for our post-jam party, celebrating a full year of jamming. Thank you all very much, and for everybody watching the recording, good night.